Alright, so I just wanted to make a quick video here, a current update on company DROPBOX, ticker DBX, and I think I could show a pretty cool trick here for some newer traders, especially those of you that are interested in supply and demand trading. As of the past couple months, I've been holding on to DROPBOX long-term, equity and options, and I just wanted to show you guys a very interesting comparison here between this current holding on DROPBOX and a couple of other tickers that I've noticed, and I think this works pretty well on some recent IPOs as far as the past decade. Not all the time, but I have noticed this pattern quite a bit in the market along with the two moving averages, the 20 SMA and the 200 SMA. So just a couple of comparisons here from some other stocks that I've traded in the past, like Twitter. This is a weekly chart here, and we noticed that at the IPO stage, we opened just around here at 50 bucks, shot up to 80, and then since then we were kind of just selling off, right, diddling around in the middle, all the way back into lows. We clustered, we reclaimed the 200, and we were just kind of bouncing back and forth there with that little quick dip right below, and then since then we've been ripping back up. So it's a really nice cup pattern here, curled rounded bottom, and knowing that these greedy market makers do not buy high, right? Same thing with Snapchat. Very similar chart setup here. We IPO'd back in 2017. Since then, we've been selling off, putting in that nice rounded bottom. 20 SMA gets above the 200. We're clustering, building higher lows. Same thing as DROPBOX and Twitter. We both get that shakeout below the 200. Happens to be right back into demand at the time, but we reclaim, continue to build higher lows. We take out all-time highs. So same thing here on Upwork. Not entirely the same, but you get the point. We opened here back in 2018 at 24 bucks. We sell off. 20 MA gets above the 200, starts pointing up. We're clustering. This didn't happen to break below the 200. We just took off from there and hit all-time highs. This is Revolve Group. I believe they are an app company where you can buy and sell materialistic goods. So I guess kind of like a high-end eBay. Doesn't really matter though. We're just trading the chart. IPO'd back here in mid-2019. Been selling off since then. 20 below the 200, rounded bottom. Price reclaims. The 20 gets above the 200. We pull back and hold, and then we're off from there. So I just wanted to show that comparison there, and maybe for those of you traders that are getting whipsawed in the market right now, say on a very small time frame due to the volatility, just focus on the large time frame, right? Daily, weekly, monthly chart. We want to get that big aerial view. And you can see these rectangular boxes that I have above are just simply the profit targets. We have supply there. It's fresh. We've never been back. Just like, I guess, comparing these previous charts that have already made a move like that and just trading supply and demand levels. Now, I really do have a strong interest in continuing to hold on to DROPBOX, of course, as it's not back to those supply zones just yet. But I'm not really interested in any fundamentals about the company. I don't even think they pay dividends. But I do like the cloud plays, and I also do like how they have a lot of cash in hand. I think they have just over $1 billion sitting in cash. It might be 1.2. I could put that in the description, though. Same pattern here. 20 SMA above the 200. Nice curled rounded bottom. We get the fake out below the 200. We reclaim, building higher lows, and I really like this pattern here. Got a really nice lower high, lower low back into the 20. Break structure left this lower high, and then I think we're off. So just another slow play. Keep that in mind. It's a slug. But for those of you that are getting whipsawed in the market, not saying to go out and buy this now, but maybe look for those charts out there that have a similar look, that have not yet to retrace back to their top end zone, right? We're not looking at something like Zoom 4 months ago or Tesla where it's ripping every single day all-time highs and everyone wants to just jump on the boat there. Right? I like to find these plays that don't really have that hype towards it. I don't even see it in the news, as I don't watch that anyway. And I'm just patiently waiting for that retracement back to these supply levels. And then maybe then we can take a decision whether we want to take a short or not. But I do like this long term, and I do compare it to a lot of these other charts. Now, I'm not comparing the companies specifically. I'm just comparing the technical charts, as the market is run by algos, machines that go off of past data. So I don't care what the company really is doing. I don't care what the fundamentals are. And I know a lot of you may laugh at that, but just strictly sticking to the technicals of the chart, right? So maybe you could take a picture of this. You can go back and do the test yourself. Look at the daily, the weekly, the monthly chart. Find those supply levels. Always look up and left. Do we have supply levels? Big red candles, big gaps, for example, that price has not been back to. If it has not been back there, well, then you could bet that it will. Why? Because the market is run by machines. Supply, sell, demand, buy, right? They don't buy high. They don't sell low. They get you stuck in the middle. So that's just a quick update there on DROPBOX. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you do have any other questions about supply and demand trading, feel free to send me an email. I'll put my email there in the description. Thank you. Have a great night.